there. In any case, do love me a good spooky game. And this one caught my attention because of its title, Night Security. Way back when, I used to work as private security. And I had a fair few long, dark night shifts. And oh my days, some of those got pretty spooky. Particularly those working on abandoned or otherwise unstaffed areas through the night. You start noticing all the wee things, the rats in the walls making you jump out. And I thought, well, maybe this game can capture some of the spooks that came along with that job. However, this game is made by the same development team that brought us Convenience Store, another spooky game that we ran. It was really bad. It was just a walking simulator with 2 jump scares. Count them, 2. And they were very undeserved jump scares. But maybe they've had time to master their craft, and perhaps this is the magnum opus. We'll get it underway. So as best we can tell, today is the 23rd of October. That'll be the 10th month, right? And it's assumedly Chila's birthday. Okay, I'll believe that. Let's wolf down our 2D dindins. Bucketing down out there. Wherever we are, it seems to be a fairly populous area. I'm going to assume a Japanese game, so maybe we're in Tokyo or Kyoto or Osaka. That is the single scariest moment I had in Security Empower. A TV monitor had a blowout in the dead of night. It started shrieking really loud, and it turned to static. And then there was a smell of smoke filling up the room, and then a bang. Oh my lord, I was terrified. I was alone in a fairly isolated data center. That's right. Oh, Otanjobi omedito. Congratulations on your 7th birthday. But there are 8 strawberries. Read them 8. I guess this is just painting the setting for us. This is our life. Doing laundry. Folding laundry. Yeah, 8 slices. I guess the birthday kid can enjoy 2 of them. That's us getting dressed for work. Every security shift it was shirt and tie for me. If we didn't run a professional shindig, at least we tried to look professional. The tie was made so that anyone that tried to grab it would just pull it off of me. It wasn't tied around, it was clipped on. Never had any physical tussles in all my time of security though. I worked for decent enough places. Well, except for one. Oh, that's right, no suppression will kill that. You're right, that is loud. Let's do something about that. So, oh god, I'm assuming that's saying that we are 35 years old and a security guard. How does it know? And okay, with this setup, definitely in Japan. Loved seeing vending machines everywhere when I was there. I want some nice chunky fruit things. You could say, Jake, you worked as a night watch. Could I? Night watch sounds a bit more military, or maybe militia. Okay. This all seems above board so far. I did see someone walk off over here, but Never mind that, we've got work to do. Oh yeah. This is taking me right back. Although I never had quite so many monitor screens. It was just 1 or 2 screens that you could flick between. Ancient computers with ancient software on them. Not many places had a radio. Or rather, if they did, it wasn't worth using. You'd just bring your own music. Generally speaking, you got 12 hours to burn on one of these shifts. And looks like we're starting at midnight. Yep. Grim. I'll assume that our workers are wrapped up or wrapping up for the day. But yeah, this all feels quite familiar. A lot of doors going around there. Check the fire alarms in the back rooms, lock the door, turn off the lights in the bathrooms. People are still present, send them home. Yeah, all sounds about right, although it wasn't really my place to send people home. Some people would work through the night. You'd see them in the morning looking all levels of disheveled. I did just check my job. Here we go. There's a security guard that probably quit. I'm going to rely on you. No overtime work. Check the clock, surveillance monitor, and security details, and make your rounds. Well, I'll just check that. We know the time. It's past midnight, so we're to send people home. New policy. Well, let's get to it. I wonder if that door was meant to slam itself shut. What do you do when a monitor fails during your shift? I call the maintenance team and tell them, and then they deal with it. See, a big part of working in security is finding who is responsible for what and just kicking the problem down towards them. I mean, a lot of blame in the places that I worked at would fall on security, but not necessarily the responsibilities. Quite a lot of the places I was working at, security also doubled down as quite a secretarial role. Ingress, egress, handing out a lot of security passes, making sure that people have the right passes to the right places. I worked a yard. I was in charge of all the incoming vehicles as well. I didn't generally work in places that needed guarding, so to speak. They just needed presence, making sure the place doesn't fall down in the middle of the night. Oh yeah, this is the experience. Wandering around, you got your torch, doing your rounds, hearing noises even though you're certain no one else is there. This takes me back so much. All we need is my my phone going off in the middle of the night as well with weird phone calls from Angola. Get those lights off, although I should probably make sure no one's in the lavvy first. I'm sure they'd be screaming out if they were. We had to change the security at our plant because some people broke into our fenced parking lot, stole someone's motorbike while the guard was in his truck sleeping. The unfortunate truth is that all of your guards are going to be like that, or at least have people like that. They don't exactly hire the brightest of the bunch. Some of the people I knew would make an absolute art out of just finding the right time and places to sleep. Oi, buddy. It is time. Force the rest of my subordinates. Good lord. This is... It feels like the models have regressed since Convenience Store, but the developer of this game's put out a lot of games. All generally in the horror genre. Convenience Store put me off of their games, but when I saw that they did one about security guard work as well, how could I say no? The answer is I could not. Did you play games while working as a guard? I played a lot of games while working as a guard at the sites where that was something that could be done, which was not all the sites. I didn't always work night shifts. Sometimes I worked day shifts on very front-facing roles. I even did security for Her Majesty's Taxes and Customs. And yeah, I couldn't really whap out the laptop or the PSP or the DS and just start jamming down on the games right there when there are lots of people coming and going. I did like to at least appear professional when there are people around. But on places where, say, I had a long night shift in a place that was just me there, I'd do my rounds, I'd keep an eye on the cameras, but oh man, the amount of EU3 then 4 that got played. Good freaking times. Alright, all seems to be well here. Apparently not. What have I not locked? Maybe the front door? Or maybe there's a button to... Ah, there we go. Wants us to lock all the doors, not the bathrooms, of course. I was contracted. I worked for a security company and we won contracts and I would work wherever I was needed. And there's a lot of problems with that kind of work. It's really not pleasant not knowing where you're going to be working. But sometimes I got long stints in the same role, and that was really cozy because you get to know the people there, they get to know you, and all of a sudden all the security bits, you don't need to be quite so tight-arsed because you know everyone that's coming and going. So, David, come on in, good to see you, how's the kids? And then, but if you end up in a new place, suddenly, you know, all these people that have been working there for 20 years, getting agitated with you, checking out who they are, you know, doing your job. The last thing anybody wants a security guard to do is their job. So if you can get away with not doing it, don't do it. We'll leave you be. Jings, I've never known an office to have so many vending machines. Thinking about it, I don't think I've known an office to have any vending machines. At least not in the hallways and that. Alright, do we still have people working here? Yes, we do. Lady, you know the policy. It's time for you to go. God, you don't look so good. Is this meant to be the spooks? Well, that's very unrealistic. In all my years in security, I can't think of being hit on more than a couple of times. Pretty sure these aren't real people. I don't know, Anon. Remember, we're in probably Japan here. I loved seeing all these very mindful signs in Japan. Not like the Big Brother is watching you signs that we get up in the UK. All seems fine. Let's lock you up. Did I lock the other one? There's no run here and this guy moves like molasses. Yeah, I remember going around all of these, making sure everything's fine on the desk. There was a guy who was nicking stuff on security. He was just going around checking people's desks and nicking anything of value. Not me, of course. They found the guy and it wasn't me. It's quiet, but she is saying those words in Japanese. Alright, don't know the relevance of that, but there it was. I can admit to many things, but not once did I steal whilst on the job in security. I did know a guy though, every single shift he would take out one of them steel cases with the foam inserts, and it had his laptop and a whole load of hard drives, and all of them were packed to the brim with movie. Oh Jesus. Alright, you do you. Yeah, and all he did every shift was just watch movies all night. For a guy that seemed like he had life sorted out, he sure bitched and moaned about the job a lot, but I can seldom think of a security guard that didn't. I didn't, I loved my job. Alright, all seems well and good. We got some nice staff here. Doesn't seem to be anything immediately wrong with this building. Yeah, exactly. That guy knew how to work smart, not hard. But I think just get your job done, right? Get your job done and then take liberties with whatever's left over. It's not so hard. I don't know why some people just... They want to ride it as hard as they can. There was a guy in security who he'd start his shift and he'd just shove his jacket under the desk, curl up there and sleep through the shift. He'd wake up just by the end and that was that. Of course, one of the annoying things is that people like that tend to get promoted out of harm's reach. Not that easy to fire people. Not easy enough. Had to sleep for his day job. There was another guy that just ran a company whilst he was working the shifts. What was he doing? We were... that's right. We shared a shift one time. It was a yard. Ingress and egress in a yard and workshop. And he just set up his laptop, grab his multiple mobile phones and spend the whole time just running his business. I think he was buying and selling stuff. I don't know. It was... well, I suppose again he's working smart, isn't he? And he sure as hell wasn't working hard. Okay. I don't know what's up with these, why we're watching them, and indeed how they're even running. These TVs aren't plugged in. Reminds me of that picture of all the ladies playing the Xbox, and the Xbox isn't plugged in. Okay, did I already check the fire alarm? Yes or no, but there's no anomaly. I don't actually know what anomaly you'd look for in these. Of all my duties, I don't think checking the fire alarms was ever one of them. I feel like checking the fire extinguishers once was, though. I'm pretty sure in one of my shifts, or one of the places I worked, one of the things they wanted us to do was to monitor the fire hydrants and make sure that they were... Oh. Hang on, you were on a different floor. I can't crouch down and see, but How bizarre. What are the best spooky games you played over the past few years? Ao Oni is the obvious to-go one, but Mortuary Assistant was amazing. A few people around here have played and streamed the Mortuary Assistant since, and have not shared my opinion. But it's my opinion to have. I thought it was amazing. I mean, as a game, you know, it was alright. But I wasn't there just to treat it as a game. I was there to have a spooky experience, and it was absolutely spooktacular. That doesn't look good. Have to call up maintenance and tell them about... Oh. Okay. Hope we're not afraid of elevators around here. I'm a horrible person to ride an elevator with. I'm the kind of person that'll bob up and down with my knees in an elevator to make the thing shake. Especially if I know someone that I'm sharing it with is terrified of elevators. I get my kicks, especially if it's an old rickety one that absolutely sways. Can't think of ever having had an issue with this before. Hey, isn't that lady that that was coming on to us earlier? Oh, lights are going out as well. Oh, wait, do I buggery have to replace them? So holy sheesh. Must have been my imagination. Let's keep those lights off. There must have been the wind. Oh yeah, a lot of places that I worked at had rows upon rows of computers set up like this. Did security for kind of an overflow data place, so if they ever had an issue with their main offices, they'd... Oi, Chief! Time to go home. Seeing you boosts my mood. I don't think anyone told me that when I was in security. I did get a present once. A lassie sent me a crate of beer, actually. And a thank you card. She had to leave, but that's right, it was a cold winter day. And her battery had gone flat in her car. But I like to be prepared. I keep, well, kept, I don't drive these days, but when I did, I would keep a jump starter set in my car. One of those all singing, all dancing, keep in the back of your car for emergency things. So I jumped her car there and then, off she trotted, and she must have really needed to go. Was he sitting there in the dark all this time till you came here? He probably hated his family and didn't want to go back to them. Oh, what a disaster. How did that even break? Oh, crikey, it was a fluorescent bulb falling down. They're not meant to do that. Okay. This game is definitely bringing back a lot of memories. At least there doesn't seem to be time management stuff like jumping back down to back at front desk to check for people clocking in, because in real security work there was all too much of that. Especially if somebody didn't, especially if someone didn't turn up for their shift, and you're all alone or short-staffed, having to take care of multiple things, even on a place, or especially on a place that had people coming and going through the night. Alright, alright. Do I need to replace the other one? I feel like something just shifted there. No, I guess not. I guess we don't care about the fallen and broken one. Hang on, why can't I open the door now? Did I already lock it? Maybe I did, but I don't think I'm done here. What have I not done? The lights are out in the bathroom. Ah, I didn't check on the other bathroom. Now, are you going to yell at me again for turning off the lights? Of course not. Leave you be. I have a week's worth of vacation at home. Any streams you say were particularly good lately that I can watch as YouTube scrub, says Avalius. Ooh. I'm a little deeply immersed in this game to immediately start thinking about all the streams I've ran. I swear we had a particularly brutal punishment game lately that I'd hold up highly. If you hadn't seen Oblivion's weekly one-shot, that was a good one. Not Infra, do not waste your time with Infra. Also, dear lord, the whole place has gone out, and this flashlight's clearly not up to the task. God, it looked like a spooky face as we came closer. Alright, what's going on here? A missing fuse. Again, totally not my problem. I'd be calling up the engineers for that. They definitely got paid a lot more than us, but they also did work as opposed to us. Oh, jeez, okay, where are we going to get a spare fuse? Bagel-thon again? Christ, does Lucky need like another coffee machine? Alright, we're all good. Lights are off. As they should be. Does get pretty spooky going around these places, especially going into the bathrooms. There's no one around, right? But I often would call out to see if anybody was. I don't think I want to go into the door that leads to Silent Hill. Who's been locking doors around here? Lucky O's is a bagel-thon. There were only 3 of them last year. He does 5 a year? Good God. Well, the no power is probably due to the fuse blowout. The question is, where's the fuse? And don't tell me it's over in Silent Hill. I don't really want to go there. Nah, they're all out. That doesn't answer where I'm going to get a fuse. I'm also starting to feel like this room is bigger on the inside than it looked from the outside. That door is still locked on me. Okay, okay. Well, sometimes you just gotta go to the belly of the beast. Let's go meet Angela and James Sunderland and Eddie. What was the wee girl's name? Laura, I think. Theme of Laura. Alright, so maybe they left the fuse in here. I worked in a lot of different places during my security time. Across Scotland even, because I had that job before and after I moved to Edinburgh. I don't think any of the places I worked at had the rotten wall floor of Jesus Christ. Was I imagining something there? Oh, it was just the wee stand. I thought it was some kind of tentacled creature here, but no, it was just your everyday run-of-the-mill support legs for, well, God knows what. Shelving that isn't quite there. This is not a good place to have a torch that barely works. What the hell? This game certainly took a very quick turn. I'm reminded of that part in Silent Hill 2 where you're in this weird room and your little torch fails you, and then you put in the batteries and it's full of wriggling maggots or something. Grim. You can barely see the floor here. Why did we go in here? Why do we think there are fuses in here? When I first joined this channel, I found a no emoji rule against the spirit of Twitch. This really is an oasis of streaming culture. Against the spirit of Twitch is seen as a positive in my eyes. When I first started streaming, I watched a lot of other streams and mentally came up with a lot of things that I didn't want on my channel. And we have largely kept it the same ever since, and I am more than happy with that. Yeah, I suppose the big thing is this game seems to be set in the late 90s, I would say. Would explain the abundance of VHSs and those big chunky monitors. Here we go. Jings, I swear engineering is having a laugh with me if they're storing the spare fuses over in the Silent Hill room. Okay, there we go. This is bizarre. And I'm not particularly liking the growing, eerie woo noise and the incredibly high ceilings. At least there's nothing humanoid in here. If we turn around the corner and Pyramid Head is right there, then my bowels are getting vacated. No, no, ho, 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 ho. I was not oblivious enough to miss that. There was a great moment in Mortuary Assistant where there was a creepy lady staring at me from a slightly ajar door. And I didn't even notice her, I just walked right past. Dum-de-dum, gonna do my work. And I liked that, because I think it spooked a fair few people. Alright. Let's, did we imagine everything in there? Okay, it would be funny if we open it back up and it would just turned into a regular spare parts room. Oh boy. This is why I love a game like this so... What? What was doing that? That's why I love a game like this so much more than, say, your Dead Spaces. Nothing spooky about this overt thing that's going right in your face yelling, "Are you scared? Yeah, do a booga wooga woo." No, it's that incessant feeling of holy hello. Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay. How about you leave right now? Do you want me to escort you out of here? Can we leave together? No, there's a force field. Oh, Jesus. There's nothing scary about that. It's just a woman right there saying, "Oh yeah, good job, I'm heading home." It was my imagination that did all the work for me, and that's so much better than anything. Dead Space is just the example I come rolling to, but it seems like a good one. Okay, I guess we, for some reason, are going to find it our responsibility to turn all these things on. Yeah, see, there we go. I played myself. I'll confirm it in the surveillance room on this floor. We have a surveillance room here? Is it the Silent Hill room? Because I don't want to go back there. Oh, crikey, yeah. Anyone got some stories of being called up at work? Sudden HR meeting, or suddenly your boss needs to sit down and have a talk with you. This room wasn't here before, was it? Also, the Silent Hill room is gone. Let's investigate further. Oh, boy. Remember when we heard that squelching noise earlier? Just stopped here. And when it stopped, we were playing around with the photocopier. That's why we asked El Emperador. Yeah, wrong room. This is the spooky HR lady room. Ah, there we go. Now you just feel more secure with the door locked. Moment was caught on security cameras, place like this. I can't believe I'm quitting on the job. Hey, that was the guy the other security guy that we said suddenly went AWOL. And there's nothing spookier than that resolution. Sweet Jesus, they're running Windows 95 in here. Spookiest words in employment. Can we have a quick chat? Alright, yeah, first floor. Ooh, I didn't notice this, but in Japan, do they do first floor as ground floor? It's one of the few British systems I actually think is worse than the international system. Because we go ground floor, then first, second, third, fourth, da-da-da-da-da. Who counts from G, then switches to 1? Oh? Oh, that was stone cold. So I don't really think I want to go to the 3rd floor or the 6th floor, but both of them are blocked off by the cameras and something untoward is going on. Always when you're on shift, right? Well, that's not true. I was actually off shift during the Elgin oil disaster, so that very much was not my problem. But I know the guy whose problem it was, and he had a long and unpleasant shift. Seems we got some workplace harassment going on. I found a fun sign in Japan that talked about all the kinds of harassment and how they're no good. Management was keen on us taking our holidays on specific dates. I insisted that was unlawful. HR called me up with a union rep to both insist the company was indeed right to do so. I told them to look the regulations up and CC me on an email highlighting the relevant regulation. Never heard back. I got an apologetic call from legal instead a few weeks later. When it comes to legal things like that, if I'm going to the legal department's the fastest way to the resolution. Your managers don't know about legal stuff. Generally speaking. Why is the darkness at the back here? I don't like it, but everything seems to be turned on. Any more heads peeking around corners? Because I don't like that. Weird having locks that I'm assumingly using a key here. I can't think of many places I worked at that had keys. We had key cards on just about every place I worked at. Bloody footprints are back. I don't like the 5th floor, but I don't think I'm going to like the 6th floor any more than this. My job had a whole team, 6 people, all go get together and post it on the socials. HR got on a random drug test. 5 of them went, nah, I'll save you the trouble. Drug tests at work? I worked in a fair few places and not once have I heard of a place doing drug tests. Maybe that's more of an American thing. Doesn't strike me as the kind of thing that would fly very much in Europe. That would be redundant in Scotland. The only test a Scotsman can pass. What? That could have been me. Okay, vending machines are heavy. Okay, well I'm not going to get myself a hernia picking that thing up. Let's make our way to the 6th floor. And the design on those vending machines looks very similar. I swear a fair few of the vending machines I saw in Japan had that kind of blue and white coffee drink advertised. Oh, Jesus. No, 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 no. We don't need to be here. Could we perhaps go back down to the coziness of our security room? Are you okay, ma'am? Okay. Something decidedly not right going on over here. She appears to be in shock. This place has been crudely barricaded. It's like they're afraid of the vending machines falling over on them, but that could never happen. Kind of glad the music stopped. I swear that's the kind of thing that's going to get this DMCA'd. It's that witch's wedding game from the other day. I think that whole segment of that game got... Yeah, no thank you. I think that whole segment got muted out on the YouTube VOD. Oh, shame on you for not catching it live. What are these? Oh, I know these. These are meal tickety things. Here you go. Okay, I want the udon tempura. Smack that, pay in the money, get the card, go up and get it. I used one of those one time in Japan. I forget what I got, but it was actually quite unpleasant. It was a really greyish looking thin noodle. Are you alright? Oh, you are not alright. This is the room that the lady went into. Please don't look at me like that. In fact, don't look at me at all. Okay, that was unnerving to say the least. Yeah, no. As far as I'm aware, there are only 6 floors in this building. Jesus. I've had dreams that start off like this. You know, in one of the old places where I'm doing security and there's another floor above what I knew, and it has this kind of layout actually. Gratings like that, chipped away walls, just, you know, one of these places you do not want to be. Actually, I was able to avoid Mordkalb's basement. For all the jokes we make about Austrians, and they make it so easy. Mordkalb was a wonderful host. And a holy oh God. Are you a person? No, surely not. Good freaking Lord. You better not come to life. Great ambassador for Austria. Okay, okay. This is actually bringing back memories of a place I did security that I'd completely forgotten about. Because it was also... Oh, jeez, you spooked me again there. I just saw you there and thought, oh, God, how about we never look at you again? Yeah, there was a place I was at that was partially under construction. And it had an underground area that looked a lot like this, down to the panels missing at the top. I remember looking at the in-progress wiring being put up. Retro Ningyo. What could it all mean? Do I really want to climb that? I don't think I do, but we are looking for a button, right? That I don't want to hear. Oh, Jesus. There's the bit I'm after, though, but... Why do we hear somebody else walking around here? Did you forget the place because of all the paranormal stuff that happened? I actually think that was a part of the place that had the TV screen blow out. Yeah, I'm just trying to piece together the building layout in my head. I do think it was the same one. Yeah, that's right. It was a data center, but they were still expanding it, so the underground was looking not too dissimilar to this. There weren't dolls scattered around the place, and there weren't piles of unknown muck on the ground, but it had that messy, everywhere still needs to be accessible, but slowly being put together kind of feel. Not as messy as this, though. Do we need to check the lights here? What kind of crummy bathroom is this? I don't like being on this floor, so let's no longer be on this floor. Oh, I need 4 of those. Oh, I'd always wanted to open up elevator doors with my bare hands, and the opportunity to do so was once afforded to me, and I took it. Me and a friend of mine had to, oh Chris, was it his girlfriend? I think it was. His girlfriend had amassed a lot of junk in Sweden that needed to be taken care of. So we were carrying it out of some mutual friend's place. And then we get into the elevator, it starts going down, and then the elevator locks out, and we're stuck in the elevator. I guess if you're scared of elevators, that'd be a pretty grim situation to be in, but I was delighted because I could finally indulge in opening elevator doors with my bare hands. Feels good, feels really good. And then we just climbed out and put the stuff out, and it wasn't my apartment building, not my problem. We're still looking for another 2 pieces. Oh god, I actually have to climb up all of these? Okay, I guess so. Keeps hiding them in places like... I was looking around thinking he'd be up top. He's sitting up now. He was lying down. I don't like you, Retro Ningyo. And your eyes are following me, aren't they? Look at the eyes. Oh dear Lord. Could I not be here, please? It's just an optical illusion. Yeah, look at that. You know, you can tell it's just an optical illusion. See, his eyes are clearly over on that side of his cheek, and as we see when we go around, they are... I really don't want to look at this doll, but... Oh, see, this doll doesn't do the same. That doll doesn't have creepy moving eyes, but... Maybe we can get out of here with 3 buttons. I would have been happy to get out of here with 1. Insufficient. 1 more still needed. I'm gonna guess it's somewhere in the... Hang on, was this here before? Let's not worry about it. Let's just get on up. Grab this. No spooky dolls, not even below us. And we're all Gucci. We can just leave this place. Okay, phew. I ain't turning around. Nothing's gonna be able to make me turn around. I don't care what I'm hearing. I ain't turning around. And we're keeping it that way. Oh my god. Right. Whew. Okay, okay. Whew. All seems fine. At this point, I think we could really do with some PPC. Yeah, I think we'll go this way. Gotta remember, we've got a job to do. Focus on the job. Focus on the job. Can I close this? I don't really want to have this open. Oh. It's locked. And my flashlight appears to be not working. Oh, there we go. We're all good now. And we'll just leave you there. I'm far less spooked by Red Hand of Ulster than I am from our little doll friend. What would a good name for creepy doll be? I can't use Chuckles. Chuckles is a clown. Alright. I'm trying to think of doll names, but nothing's coming to mind. Maybe Marionette. Sounds quite feminine, though. Chucky. Chucky. I've been to a Chuck E. Cheese's once, but not to eat, just because they had a good arcade there. Is it any good? I mean, I imagine it's absolute trash, but... maybe you need to have certain nostalgic memories associated with it. Chuck actually seems good, so yeah. Red Hand of Ulster, no big deal. Oh, he just sounds like a woman is killing herself in the bathroom there. That is 100% not my problem territory. But, Chuck. There are more of these now, aren't there? Okay. I'm guessing that's a tin of coffee. These doors are revolting. We are getting more and more Silent Hill the more we go. And this crummy torch of mine in the pre-LED era, nay good. I gotta hand it to the game so far though. I came in with tempered expectations because convenience store was pretty terrible. Like I said, convenience store was just a walking simulator with 2 jump scares. It didn't have this impending feeling of dread. Maybe because it was so brightly lit and mundane. And daft as well. Although maybe it's because I've never worked in a convenience store. Is that true? Yes, it is true. But I have done security. So this is speaking to me quite a bit more. How is that not finished? What have I not done up here? The doors are locked, the lights are out. I also checked on the... oh, hello. There we go. I don't trust this. It's been too easy. Vending machine's not falling on me. That door's not suddenly clattering. Alright. Every floor we put between us and Chuck, the happier I'll be. Yeah, I don't know why my grandma gave my cousin a creepy doll to hang on the wall, but she did, and I never enjoyed sharing a room with her, because that creepy freaking doll would be staring down on us. It's not just a doll though, that doll looked at least 5 foot tall. You better not be taking the elevator. That's my elevator. Someone here couldn't get their Bibsy. That even looks like some sinister figure. Alright, let's take it from the top. Bathrooms first. Who the hell was using this floor during work time? I've got a assumedly daughter turning 7 today. I need to make it back alive to give her that cake with 8 strawberries on it. I need to itchy go home tonight. That was a joke because Ichigo is straw Christ. It means strawberry. Are you all right, sir? Jings, to think people are working in a place like this. Look at these grotty dividers. Not only that, I bet those are tracker ball mice. I don't like that noise. I'm imagining things, or did that door just suddenly close on me? Chairs can't hurt you. Okay, someone upload that picture of the The chair with the exploded centerpiece. It's just the wind. Yeah, I've heard plenty of wind noises on my shifts, that's for sure. We haven't been able to check these doors before. Why now are we noticing that it's locked? Yeah, sure, no abnormality. Right, well, it's not in the job description. Not at all. I bet Chuck's behind this. Oh, okay then. I would rather not. What is this? Well, that button says Osu. I better. Wonder what we achieved with that. Another one. Hang on, am I closed in here? We appear to be thinking with portals. Oh, hello. Where's that sprint button when I need it? Oh, Jesus. Right, don't mind spooky movie thing. Just make your way out to the emergency exit. This is not an emergency, but we will exit. Can't go down, also stairs broken. Thank you, earthquakes. Yeah, I think it was the weird movement of spooky creature there that didn't aid things very well, but... Okay, what the heck is going on now? I think we are tripping. As is often the thing, as is often the case, the less you see, the more you get spooked. Amnesia: The Dark Descent is a whole lot spookier when you don't see the thing that's chasing you. I haven't played that game in a long, long time though. I doubt it would have much effect on me. I can remember that game pretty well. Plus it's kind of a product of its time. That big wave of indie games hitting Steam. Good freaking times. Whenever you hear someone say that Steam don't deserve their cut of games, remember how bad PC gaming was prior to Steam. Then again, also remember how bad early Steam was. Man, that was trash. But it got good. It no man's skied itself. Where do we get this torch? Toys R Us. Yeah, it's not great, is it? And it has given... Oh, God, what now? Alright. We good to go? Apparently not. One thing I know the game has done is spook me with something inside here whenever we open up the lift. And it might be out of opportunities to do so because we have just about swept the whole building. Nobody's afraid of elevators, right? Omae no said, I don't know what that means. I mean, you're something or other. You want to escape? Okay. Oh god, we're getting ringed. Not the good kind. Oh, Jesus. even if I knew it was coming. Okay. Let's not be here anymore. God, it's the door to the Silent Hill again. Actually, it's the door out of Silent Hill, okay. But, what a prank, switching the fluorescent bulbs with the fluorescent bloody bulbs. At least you're there for me, Sauntery Chief. No one else is. Actually, I'm rather glad that Chuck is no longer with us. I assume he broke himself trying to force entry into my elevator. You might think she's your elevator. Even the disgusting patterns of the wall here have a sinister look to them. Kind of devilish, even like it's the goat head. I think we need to call that cleaner. She's not doing a good enough job. And again, I do not want to see her. She was a spooky one. She didn't even do anything, and she was still pretty freaking spooky. Was there a what's the word I'm looking for? One of the firelight things. Yeah, here we go. But we don't appear to be checking those anymore. I guess our security guard here has completely saturated his pants and is no longer interested in the job. He's not even locking the doors. No professional. How was work, Daddy? No anomalies. Wait, hang on, what? Pass on that just yet. Oh, snap. Were we meant to have figured out some clues along the way here to give us numbers, because I was not in the business of puzzling things out today. Might be that that's the only way to get the true end, or it might be that this right here has the solution we're looking for. Also, what could possibly be in such a blood-stained safe? Nope, nope, nope. Well, maybe he's got a number for me. That's fortunately not so spooky, but... hangings are frequently featured in Japanese horror. I don't find it a source of quite so spooky spookiness. His locker, it was made for... oh man, Junji Ito. Junji Ito gets the spooks flowing for me. What was the worst one? I mean, Spirals was kind of insidious, but it always had that that bittersweet romance in it that I thought was really well made, and it unfortunately detracted from the spooks. Freaking shark thing. There's one about hiking. There's one about Greece. That's more disgusting than scary. I swear there's one Junji Ito that was just so messed up, but nothing's coming to mind. Okay, I am going to assume that there's a tape inside the safe, a tape that I can play here, but I need to find a solution. But I don't know the solution. Maybe our hangman here has some numbers to share? Okay, I want to keep that closed because I have a feeling that that hand could just outstretch and grab me. And I would not be liking that very much. The dead should stay dead. Or maybe I meant to send him home. Perhaps there's some secret around here. Oh, right, this is where we came. Okay, now the door to Silent Hill has now been sealed. And take another look around in case there was some clue to numbers that I missed out on. Whilst this area might seem disgusting, it doesn't seem to have anything that's giving us the spooks, even the insidious spooks. There's no noise whatsoever in the background. God, hearing something walking on metal up in Chuck's domain was not pleasant. You'd think there's some kind of secret to all of this, but I do not have all the information, ergo it's not a puzzle. I'm not going to play the Euristo puzzle moment. It would be a little flow breaking for all of this, but you know exactly what I'm thinking about. Alright, no, there is definitely something around that safe to open it up, because I've now checked every inch here that I can think to. So what has my perception skill been failing me on? Oh, hello, footprints. Why are the footprints going away from here? They stopped dead at this room. Am I supposed to realize something? Do the blood patterns match up somehow? Yeah, if we hadn't gotten our torch at Toys R Us, I might have an easier time figuring out what's going on here. Maybe one of these whiteboards has some kind of clue on it. Perhaps this round thing. Ooh. Clean a stain. Perhaps the bathroom is a place for that. Maybe I could just clean it off a hangman's shirt. Oh good, the water runs up here. Something just fell there, didn't it? That would have been an awesome moment to look up and find that Chuck is there staring at us, but you saw that, right? There was like something almost looked like a snowflake just falling down the side there when we grabbed the plate. So, 90, 60? 60 long, 90 short. It's rather nice to be playing this experience and not have my character going, and just swearing constantly about the situation. That's helping me get a whole lot more immersed in it than any amount of that lassie in Mortuary Assistant could do. Although, again, I did really enjoy Mortuary Assistant. Well, maybe enjoy is not the word, but I was there to get spooked, and I got spooked. There we go. There we go. It's not that I can't count, it's that I could no longer control that. There we go. There's our VHS. Got another one? Nope. You want to watch this with me? Come on. I still have 9 packs of batteries left. 10 packs of batteries for the flashlight. Boo!
Iced.
What? That video was the final... Oh. The Hangman's Gambit's here. Yeah, that video was the final straw for not wanting to be here anymore. Oh, Jesus, what? The hell was that? Okay, so I think that this is now the point where we can get caught and die? Aha! Pyramid Head is after us now. Cripes. What? I don't understand. But my best guess is that we got an ending. Perhaps the worst end. Oh my god, do I have to do all this again? Maybe it's made faster by the fact that I already know the combination. 60-90. I doubt they'd change this. How about we keep you in there? Now, can we skip this? I'm trying, but no. Okay, well, great. That lets me take a short break. I would have loved to have not had to hear all that again. Right, so if we can't take the stairs, perhaps there's another route out of here, but the moment we open this door... You are coming to get me. Oh. Oh god. Some kind of code is needed. Hold on. There we go. Using my brilliant mind. Let's see if we can figure it out. I know this is probably very flow breaking for the game, but too bad. Let's see if we can't puzzle out this. Let's move that to the bottom. Let's enjoy the game's spooky music while we're at it. Oh, not quite the bottom though, one above. What are we looking at here anyway? There's a lot of numbers that it's not. But what there also is the picture of our family that we saw on the fridge at the start. So, what do we do? What do we do? Let me zoom in on this on my own end. Perhaps it's all of our ages. The kid's 7, we're 35. Don't know the age of Mummykins though. I don't want to try opening that door in case it just gives us bad endo again. Oh, I think I accidentally walked into her. Ah, right. Well, of course you're still in the image. You haven't figured it out yet. Come on, I evade spooky lady. You do the thinking. Not difficult. What could it mean, though? I'm open to anybody that has a suggestion for the number. Other than, you know, 1, 2, 3. There is the image. That was pretty good though, just the sudden, whoa, she's there. Actually, what is she anyway? Maybe I need to select the image and tear it off for a moment. As is often the case in these kinds of games, the more you see them, less spooky they get, so I don't think the one thing this game needed was a chase sequence. Clearly they thought otherwise. Right, can I interact with this? No? Do we have the current year? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we do. Yeah, exactly. The reloading kind of spoils this. Anyway, I'm not too invested in the puzzling out of this. I'm open to bright ideas. Wasn't whatever I put in. Is this going to give me any intel? Doesn't look like it. I just closed the door on you. Oh no, no, you don't give a damn. Okay. That kind of moment would be more fitting for, say, Spooky's House of Jump Scares. Actually, that would have been a great Spooky's House of Jump Scares moment. Yeah, I got no idea. There's a lot of things that it's not. Hang on, there's these... It's got these kind of lighty bits on it. Could there be some relevance to that? 90, 60. Yeah, I have no idea. It's just have you do your spooky thing and then Gosh, I have no idea. I dare not open that door because I don't want to get trapped into the wrong ending again. Nothing obvious on these whiteboards, although my torch is doing its usual terrible routine. What's there to even try? Makes sense for it to be a date, month, year, year. Why would we think that, though? I think we can put in any number of numbers that we want. The bathrooms are now locked. Can't get in them. Can't even interact with them. No. I think this is our clue, but I don't know what to make of that. You're probably supposed to restart and during the playthrough find the code. Does anyone want to just look up what it is? I don't think I want to run through all this again for it. Actually, hey, Steam overlay. Away you go. Oh, I don't want to just check guides. It might. Oh well, look at that. 100% guide. I don't want to look it up here, but could someone just figure out how we're meant to find the solution? Oh, it is the birthday of the kid, 1023. Ah, well, how about that? That would have been my first guess. Is there a third ending that isn't terrible? No, there's only two. But Foster tells me that there is a third ending. A third ending? Okay, at this point, I don't care. Guides. 100% guide. Oh, hang on. Do I already have all achievements? I don't have the patron... Oh, right. This has a supporter contents thing. I guess this guy has a supporter page. That's just a guide to all the buttons to press. And the collectibles must be the patron stuff. Okay. So I think we've already scraped everything this game has to... It's too loud. Let's get out of here. Back up to the spook zone. Alright, so until the very end, that was really good. And it fell completely flat on the ending. Chase sequence could have been alright, but it's just chase your way to bad ending there, or run around in circles with a puzzle. Not very fun at all. Like, maybe if I had to run through the whole place, running all the way down through the floors, and, you know, Chuck was still there, crazy lady sweeping up the blood was still there. That probably would have been a better ending than just, wah, pick your ending. But until then, it was really good. So maybe I should rethink my stance on these games. Or maybe the only reason this game was good was because it brought back some lovely / terrifying memories of time spent doing private security. Jury's out on that. Maybe I'll wait to hear from other people that have played other ones in the series. But yeah, as spooks go, we have done a whole lot worse. It's no Mortuary Assistant and it's no Ao Oni. But I always like to check out promising looking spook games. It's just they are very hard to come by. Still, I was soundly spooked this evening, and that's what I was looking for. So cheers for joining for this rather unusual late night session of spooky streaming. And until I'm back with tomorrow to round off House Da Vinci, it's a cheerio.